This is Complex Conversations, the business of eSports. Video games have become a spectator sport with an audience that dwarfs traditional major sports events. So we've assembled the experts to break down the big business behind the gameplay. Featuring WME IMG VP Sales and Global Partnerships for eSports and host, Imari Oliver. WME IMG Global Head of eSports, Tobias Sherman. Video game producer and Echo Fox CEO, Jace Hall. OGN analyst, eSports consultant, Christopher Montecristo Michaels. Superstar DJ, record producer, and co-owner of Team Rogue, Steve Aoki. You're invited to the conversation.
So the first question to all the panelists, and we'll start with Steve on my far left. When and why did you get involved in esports, and what was that moment for you when you were like, this is what I want to do?
Well, I've been a gamer since I was a little kid, and I have to say that one of the big crossroads for me is when I got involved with Twitch, because streaming services and gaming changed everything. I started seeing this link between potential fans of mine or fans of mine that are gamers, and realized that I want to get more involved in gaming, in live streaming in general. Beginning of this year, I started looking at the teams. I started looking at how I can get involved in any possibility. I was trying to game myself, and I just realized I'm just the shittiest gamer compared to these guys. So it's better that I'd rather be an owner or someone that could be part of, more so the marketing angle than, the operations, obviously. And it's a lot of fun. It's like, for me, I always follow my passions, and my passions lead me outside of music in different forays. And now I'm in the bed with everyone, with all the gamers.
Cool. Monty, question to you. Same question.
So I grew up as a gamer from when I was very young, and I got into it. I found out when I was playing Warcraft 3 and I started climbing up the ladder that there was a professional scene, and I started looking online for that, making connections, and I started broadcasting way before streaming even existed in about 2004. So it's been just hard work ever since then.
I mean, for me, this is just a way of life. I've been around a long time, so for the minute I saw the first arcade machine, I knew I had to play it. And incidentally, it was a Pong, which of course is two-player, right? So it right out of the gate, it's competitive video gaming, esports, keeping score, beating other people at it. For me, it's been this continual progression of playing that next game, being involved with the technology, marveling at the advancements that take place. Steve mentions that he's been playing games since he was little, so it's sort of the same story for me. The activity of playing video games is just as valid as any other activity. It's just that we don't have those stories yet. We don't have those personal player stories of the Bobby Fischer who played chess all the time, or the Garry Kasparov. And we're in that moment now where those stories are starting to come forward, and that people who may have a loved one or something who's playing a lot of video games, don't worry, it's okay. You know what? They're actually being social, whether you can't see it or not. They're talking to a lot of different people. They're having a good time. They're safe right now, and there's a lot of fun stuff coming up for it. And esports is right now at that nexus point where the mainstream is finally able to see this activity and start to get excited about it from an external standpoint.
I tell people I'm involved with esports, and I'm sure we all hear it quite a bit. And it's their disbelief that people actually pay to watch other people play video games. So what do you say to that?
Yeah, for me, I like to joke, people watching people play video games is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Which is exactly what I said. I see people shaking. It's exactly what I said myself 7 years ago until I saw it. And I was immediately enchanted. I was drawn into the world, and I thought, I'm 32 years old. I've never experienced this feeling. This is what it must feel like an NFL fan seeing and understanding football for the first time. But much like Jace, I think the common thread for all of us is we were always gamers. Everyone's a gamer. That's the common thread. So it's not a big leap for us to seek out the stories of these esports athletes, and I call them athletes because they are, in terms of their journey through a season up to a finals. We're doing things to fight a lot of the preconceived notions that gaming is bad. IMG Academy, and for those that don't know, IMG's Academy is a school for worldwide athletes, like fantastic athletes from across the globe. So Venus, Serena Williams, Cam Newton, and eSports is going to be our 9th sport there. So we're going into the metrics behind what creates and makes these people so special. And there's injuries, there's high player turnover because they're just not as fast anymore, cognitive thinking and things of that nature. So we're looking to change sort of the misconceptions behind gaming and show a lot of the positive as well.